Once upon a time, in the heart of the African savannah, a young rabbit named Remy lived a life of simplicity and routine. The sun's rays bathed the vast grasslands, casting long shadows that stretched across the terrain, highlighting the stark beauty of the natural world. Remy, with his soft, brown fur and twitching whiskers, was known for his quick thinking and agile movements. He was a small creature in a big world, but his heart brimmed with curiosity and courage. Remy lived in a cozy burrow beneath an ancient baobab tree. The baobab, with its thick, gnarled trunk and sprawling branches, provided shade and safety. It was a place of refuge not only for Remy, but also for many other creatures. Birds nested in its branches, and insects buzzed around its fragrant flowers. The tree was a symbol of life and resilience, standing tall through the changing seasons and harsh conditions of the savannah. Every day, Remy would venture out in search of food, nibbling on tender grasses and occasionally finding a treat in the form of berries or seeds. He was always alert, his large ears twitching at the slightest sound. Danger was never far in the savannah, where predators lurked in the tall grasses and shadows. One fateful day, as Remy hopped through a particularly lush patch of grass, he noticed a peculiar scent in the air. It was different from the familiar smells of the savannah. It was a mix of musky earth and something wild. Intrigued, Remy followed the scent, his nose twitching as he moved cautiously through the grass. As he neared a dense thicket, he saw a majestic lion lying in the shade, his golden mane shimmering in the dappled sunlight. The lion was the undisputed king of the savannah, known for his strength and fearsome roar. His name was Leo, and he was both respected and feared by all the animals in the region. Leo had been injured in a battle with a rival lion. A deep gash marred his powerful shoulder, and he lay panting, unable to move much without pain. Remy's heart pounded in his chest as he considered what to do. Every instinct told him to flee, to avoid the predator that could easily make a meal out of him. But another feeling tugged at his heartstrings: compassion. Gathering his courage, Remy approached the lion cautiously. "Are you all right?" he asked in a small, timid voice. Leo opened his eyes and looked at the tiny rabbit before him. His gaze, though intense, was not threatening. "If been better," Leo rumbled, his voice deep and resonant. "What brings you here, little one?" Remy hesitated before speaking again. "I noticed you were hurt. Maybe I can help." Leo raised an eyebrow, both surprised and amused by the rabbit's offer. "And how do you propose to do that?" Remy thought for a moment. He had seen how some of the other animals treated their wounds with certain plants and herbs. "Wait here," he said, scampering off into the underbrush. He returned a short while later with a bundle of leaves and a few roots in his mouth. Carefully, he laid them out in front of Leo. "These plants can help clean and heal your wound. I've seen other animals use them with gentle but determined hands." Remy began to apply the leaves and roots to Leo's injury. The lion winced at first, but soon relaxed as the pain began to subside. Remy worked diligently, his small paws deftly handling the medicinal plants. Over the next few days, Remy visited Leo regularly, bringing fresh herbs and checking on the lion's progress. Leo, in turn, began to appreciate the rabbit's kindness and bravery. Despite their vast differences, a bond of trust and friendship started to form between them. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the savannah, Leo spoke. "You've done more for me than I could have ever imagined, Remy. You've shown me that even the smallest of creatures can have the biggest of hearts." Remy smiled, his whiskers twitching. "And you've shown me that even the mightiest of creatures can be gentle and kind." Their friendship grew stronger with each passing day. Leo shared stories of his life as the king of the savannah, tales of bravery and wisdom passed down through generations. Remy, in turn, shared his own experiences and insights, often surprising Leo with his keen observations and quick wit. One day, as they sat together under the baobab tree, they heard a commotion nearby. A herd of wildebeests was stampeding, and in their path lay a small, helpless antelope calf. Without a second thought, Leo sprang into action. Despite his still healing wound, he charged towards the stampede, his powerful roar echoing across the savannah. The wildebeests scattered, their thunderous hooves shaking the ground. Leo gently lifted the calf by the scruff of its neck and carried it to safety. Remy, who had followed closely behind, helped soothe the frightened calf, nuzzling it gently. The antelope's mother soon arrived, overjoyed to be reunited with her baby. She thanked Leo and Remy profusely, her eyes filled with gratitude. As the mother and calf walked away, Remy looked up at Leo, his eyes shining with admiration. "You saved them," Remy said, awe in his voice. Leo nodded, a proud but humble expression on his face. "We all have the power to make a difference, no matter our size or strength." From that day on, the story of the rabbit and the lion spread throughout the savannah. Animals of all kinds came to see the unlikely duo, seeking their wisdom and guidance. Leo and Remy became symbols of unity and cooperation, showing that even the most unlikely friendships could change the world. Years passed, and the bond between Leo and Remy only grew stronger. They continued to help those in need, their actions leaving a lasting impact on the savannah. And as the sun set each evening, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, they would sit together under the baobab tree, reflecting on the day's events and dreaming of the adventures yet to come. In the heart of the savannah, under the watchful gaze of the ancient baobab tree, the rabbit and the lion found not only friendship, but also a sense of purpose. They proved that compassion, courage, and unity could bridge any divide, creating a world where all creatures, great and small, could live in harmony. As time went on, Leo's wound healed completely, and he regained his full strength. Despite his return to full power, he never forgot the kindness and bravery shown by the small rabbit who had once helped him in his time of need. Leo continued to rule the savannah with wisdom and fairness, always keeping Remy by his side as his trusted advisor and friend. Remy's life, too, was forever changed. He became known as a hero among the smaller animals of the savannah, who looked up to him for his courage and cleverness. He found a new sense of confidence and purpose, knowing that he could make a difference in the world, no matter his size. Together, Leo and Remy embarked on many adventures, each one strengthening their bond and teaching them new lessons about life, friendship, and the power of kindness. They faced challenges and dangers, but with each other's support, they always emerged victorious. Their story became a legend, passed down through generations of animals in the savannah. It was a tale of courage and compassion, a reminder that true strength comes not from physical power, but from the heart. And as long as the sun continued to rise and set over the savannah, the legacy of the rabbit and the lion would live on, inspiring countless others to believe in the power of friendship and unity. One particularly memorable adventure occurred during a severe drought that struck the savannah. Waterholes dried up, and food became scarce. The animals were struggling to survive, and tensions were high as competition for resources grew fierce. Leo and Remy knew they had to do something to help their friends and neighbors. They decided to embark on a journey to find a new source of water, hoping to bring relief to the parched land. It was a daunting task, but their determination and sense of duty drove them forward. They traveled for days, facing scorching heat and treacherous terrain. Along the way, they encountered various challenges: a group of desperate hyenas, a treacherous ravine, and even a fierce sandstorm. But through it all, they relied on each other's strengths and unwavering support. As they journeyed deeper into uncharted territory, they came across an ancient, dried-up riverbed. Remy noticed a faint glimmer of hope, a small, trickling stream of water that seemed to originate from a distant mountain range. With renewed determination, they followed the stream, hoping it would lead them to a more abundant source of water. Their perseverance paid off when they finally reached a hidden oasis nestled between the mountains. It was a lush, verdant paradise, teeming with life and brimming with fresh water. The sight of the oasis filled their hearts with joy and relief. Without wasting any time, they devised a plan to bring the water back to the savannah. With the help of some cooperative elephants, they managed to divert part of the water flow from the oasis, creating a new river that would replenish the dried-up waterholes and bring life back to the land. The return journey was arduous, but their hearts were light with the knowledge that they were bringing hope and salvation to their fellow creatures. When they finally arrived back at the savannah, they were greeted with cheers and gratitude from the animals who had been anxious